Stadium in Eugene. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Dropping back, it's Mayama. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Ducks want to crank their tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down.
Trying to get behind the defense.
guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Moore with the play fake. Looking to scramble. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's got it again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Some misdirection with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the defense it sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Miller. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's going to run it. First down and more. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll run the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Heavy heater, they block it. Dragged down at the 35, but the block punt has them in business.
And how big of a play could that turn out to be? You could tell, got in the backfield, got his hands up, supposed to take that thing right off the punter's foot, gets the deflection. What a big play for the special teams unit.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Trojans need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going over the top. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking for a huge play. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. There's a crease. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Dante Moore escapes the pressure to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And that lead grows even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Bunts for the tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Finds some room. Touchdown USC. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside, it's Hill. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And the Ducks are facing 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Pulls and fires complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here comes the hurry up.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Smashes ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's Moore to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 14, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Cardinals able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was tough.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Upstairs he's got it. All the way across the 50 into plus territory and finally stopped at the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Throwing Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Moore. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Running inside, it's Jordan. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Trojans in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll run the option. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Jordan. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Makes a catch. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. flips it out to the back. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Fights off the defender. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. The Trojans want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Here's a heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dante Moore. The sure hands. It's Bear.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. More to throw for it on 4th down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Mayava. Release to the back. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Mosley. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
He's brought down.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Makes the grab. It's Bear. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
More. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down.
Ready? Wide 53. Wide 53. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Catch is made at the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking downfield, it's Heward. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Heward. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Johnson. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Moore, play action. He'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Heward. Fires toward the target. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Bear. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back the very first play. Let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. QB got it himself. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing more. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grand